The story of the wind and me. One thing I really like about Ado is we never know what direction she's going to take, what kind of genres her voice is going to fit perfectly into, what kind of nods she's going to make within a particular sound that you would not expect. Let's see what she's got here. Listen to that soundscape of swells and the weight of that piano sample. I mean, I assume it's a sample. Maybe it is a real piano, but they've gotten so good. The noise of the felt. It's not often you get to hear her like straightforward and sustained and a bit subdued. Her vocal tone is beautiful. And I think sometimes with all the crazy acrobatics she does with her voice, we forget what a wonderfully melodic voice she has. Belted, low, and then cried, witchy, Either one of these tones in isolation would sound a bit extreme. But it's her movement of placement and her dynamics with placement that not only make this acceptable, it's the reason we love her sustained voice. Long! Long there too, and she's sighing out of it. And then hear the huskiness down here. And even that note, isn't the witchy, but it's also not it's not too low. She's put a little compression-y sheen, lifting something heavy, but just a little. And placed it just a little farther back using that vowel. Very unique sound. There's a rasp to it. And of course, the beautiful release up into her head voice. This groove and what I'm seeing is represented by the English subtitled lyrics. Let's get out. Let's go. Head towards the blue sky. Let the wind blow through our hair. For those of us who don't have hair. It's bluesy, clean sounding guitars. I sing toward the clear blue sky. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm on a boat looking at the ocean. The character of her voice, the music surrounding me in my headphones. This is great songwriting and a great vocal performance so far. It can't always be about these really hard things that you do with your voice, these really difficult things. It's how can you represent and communicate emotions through what you're feeling? How can you paint pictures with what you sing? She does this as well as other things better than most vocalists I know and listen to.
今の私の全てをあなたに伝えたいから子供らがはしゃぐ公園のベンチに座って
All these things that are so pleasant to be doing. Sitting on a park bench where children play, being outside, letting the wind blow through your hair.
幼き日の豊かなメモリー思わず口ずさんだあの頃の歌目を閉じて空気を吸い込んで風と
So remembering back to simpler times when you were a child, listen to this ascent vocally. This is pretty awesome. And again, a lot of it is just placement. Placement is simple to do with our voices, but a lot of us don't think about it when we're singing. Ending on that nice forward belt. Listen to what she does before it. Very different than A. It's not just a different vowel. It's a completely different placement. She experiences these notes in different ways as they come out of her face. Some of them feel like they're vibrating here. Some of them feel like they're shooting out the back of her head. Some of them feel like they're right here and really vibrating her lips or her teeth. You can hear it. If you'd like help pulling these kinds of tones and textures out of your voice, I can help you. Click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free singing course. I'll help you do this with your voice. You have to know how to think and then how to practice, but it's not difficult. You won't sound as good as Ado, but you will sound a lot better than you do now. Oh, that note. So forward, there's just a little bit of like fizz to it. Yes! And by the way, I love this kind of chord progression. This is quite the awesome chord progression. There's so many little twists and turns that pull your ear in places that you want to go maybe, but you wouldn't expect to go. This is awesome. So we've got a C. Typically, a chord progression in pop or rock music in C would include the chords C, F, G, A minor, and E minor would be in there. It's the minor 3 chord in the key of C. But right away, we get a C, which is home, or the 1, and then we get an E, or functioning as an E7 chord. And it's just, it makes you do this, like, oh, okay, but that's not over there. We got... Then we go to an expected A minor. Then we modulate. So we don't go to a G major, we go to a G minor. Back to the C, then an F, which is expected, but then we go to an F minor, then back to a C, and then finally to a G major. So lots of places, lots of chords that we would normally think about as being just major or just minor, and that we're used to hearing this way, they're using both. And they're taking us on this wonderful modulating journey. And the melody, it just sounds so great. I mean, even just after playing it a couple times, this melody revolves in my head and like compels me to do whatever I can with it. This is inspiring writing, an incredible melodic connection. There's another cool thing. Okay, so the whole time we've been functioning primarily in Majorville, but then we modulate to C minor by going to an A flat major, and then B flat major, and then we go back to C major. Yeah, so we have it. Then we would expect it, because so many songs do this, to go like this. Yeah, but no. There's another one. We got the 5 chord. Sorry if I'm nerding out too much on guitar, but this is incredible writing here. So we go up a half step to a diminished sound, a flat 5 sound as a transitionary chord. I wonder where they go next. There's just enough convention in the chord progression, you know? Because we're on that 5 chord, which the 5 chord always takes you home to the 1 chord. But we do enough diverging and rabbit trails and off on these little journeys, but they do a really good job of bringing you back to what's familiar and what you want to hear. Going back to 1. Glory in the memories that we have, and let's go forward with excitement and confidence into tomorrow. And the music just says that, right? We have these uneasy moments where we're remembering something, or maybe we're a little bit apprehensive about going forward in life, but then we're confident, and then we go forward. The music says it as the words are saying it, as the vocals are just perfectly connecting and painting this picture. They use another flat 5 transition chord there. Back to that very temporary modulation to C minor. There's one of her beautiful growls. We've talked about that in a lot of other Ado songs. And again, her placement, her sighing out of those placements, belted and then crowed and cried, bouncing around those kinds of placements. Yeah, I was wondering, it's nice to hear just the acoustic guitar there because I was wondering if it was actually a E7 or if it was just functioning as an E7 if I was making that up. But no, I hear that E7 in there. What? Oh yeah. Wow, you know that it's an amazing song when they can introduce all this complexity and have all these different chord transitions and rhythmic figures. And of course, her voice is doing what it does. I would say what it always does, but it's not because it's different in every single song. But having all these components and it serves the mood. Like, I'm only noticing this stuff because I'm a music nerd. But what I noticed first was how the song made me feel. And they're using all of this wonderful stuff to make me feel or allow me to feel and remember my own past. And what a song! What a song! That's cool too. That B flat would be a major flat 7, which is something they do in blues a lot. Because there's your C, there's your 1. So we have this walk down. Oh, it's great. I feel compelled to practice this more and come up with an English version that I can actually sing and not just wail around with. Thank you for being with me, for getting nerdy with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I tended to get a little bit more in the weeds musically on this one, but I couldn't resist. It was incredible. I mean, her vocals were amazing. The writing on this one it really, really connected with me in a lot of ways. Be sure to check out the many more Ado videos I've done right here on the channel in this playlist. And again, if you would like help with your own musical mind and your voice, I teach guitar too, click that link in the video description or the pinned comment and join my free singing course. We'll see you for more.